Live rise, live rise, live rise. There are feelings that we feel when particularly dealing with the energies. And when you don't know what these energies are, we just call them little signs and symbols. Like you get the goosebumps and you have like funny reactions to certain downloads and shit like that. All this spiral energy is how it comes into you. And it started from when you came here at birth. The spiral energy started coming in through your pineal, not the pineal, but through the soft spot of the top part of your head, right? So your body, your physical body gets effects when all these vibrations come into you. You know, like having a moment early this morning, I'm sitting there thinking, and I was just remembering almost every single moment in my life that told me that I was planted from the above. And I never looked at each part of these things, like each part of these little experiences that I had kept inside my head until actually today. And I'm just sitting there before I started doing this video. And I just started smiling to myself like, wow, that's a whole picture of a lifetime of growth. And particularly, words are told to you literally and non-literally. Yeah, you growing, but where they bought the seed from. Everybody thinks that majority of the time the seed just is detrimental to the cohesiveness of two people creating that spark to give that tunnel for that spiritual energy, that spiral energy to come through to be in fruition. Well, in my case, I can remember as far as back as me being almost 3 years old, looking in the sky, seeing something that was not a plane. Remembering this day, telling people what I saw, and they couldn't comprehend what I was saying as a child. I remember different events that would take place that would let me know that I'm growing, but I'm not grown. You understand what I'm saying? I'm growing, but I'm not grown, meaning nobody here put me here to be grown. Nobody's going to show me what I'm going to know. They're not going to show me what I'm going to know. I'm going to reveal to myself what I already have. That's what we're doing here. We are revealing. We are revealing to ourselves what we came with, what we are growing into, and the outcome of these things. Semantics have to play a part because we don't understand every single motion is spirituality. Every single motion is the experience of completion. So you're going to experience this spirituality as long as it takes to download into your physical body, so then you can reach completion to rise to your next level. Subsequently, everybody holds on to the negative value of things that they deal with in their life, but I'm going to show you something about negative energy. It's pulsate. You have to experience it. You have to be able to document it and look at it and go through it. Even if you don't get a chance to do none of that, at some point in your life, your mind going to put it down. And at that point is where you subsequently going to start indulging in all the unconditional aspects of characteristics. By that time, most people old as shit. And they die. So when they come back into their next situation or their higher vibration or their sum of spiritual energy from the expectancy, they got to start with the first level of love. So then you got to go back and learn all this shit all over again. Shit you left out. Time delegates agenda. What does that mean? The time you waste delegates the outcome of where you're going to be. We all popped up here in a certain time frame. Whether we were a certain age or whatever, everybody in this existence right now popped up in this time frame. From our ancestors and everything, we are all dealing with the same vibration. We are getting the same feelings from what happened in the past to how they affect us today and what possibly will be going in the future. These are events to have you download into your physical. Now, subconsciously, if I download this creation to my physical, not understanding that I have a direction to go, or this was a purpose for me to learn, to take this information back So once my spirit came from, then I'm going to always remember this. This is going to burn into my synapses. This is going to make me feel like this is what I came here for, because I remember all these things. No, it's fleeting. All that shit fleeting, man. Don't hold on to none of that. Because at the end of the day, the most powerful energy that you can take with you when you die is the intention of the love that you gave while you was here. It's the only tangible energy you can take with you. Oh, and the hate. You can take that because it's their balance. If you spell if you take hate and spell it backwards, it's Etar. Etar in Indian vernacular is love. So they carry the same vibration. So one is a divine concept, and one is a concept that is similar to divine concept, but within the system of holding you captured or not being able to turn in your homework, might I say. And some people are born in this world with lesser things that attach them to the physical understanding. And we put them in classifications. We call them names. We title them different. We say they're inadequate. But for the most part, they don't have certain physical traits so they can download more. Where else would you hide the watchers? Like, everybody wants shit to be storyline. Like, you think you know. You know what I'm saying? But it don't work like that. And even if you was to get hooked to the telltale information of who was who and how things were playing out, you wouldn't be able to do anything about it, because it's energy. It's fleeting. It resides where it's supposed to be, and if it gotta go, it'll go, just so you can't connect to it. Divine don't make no mistakes. You know what I'm saying? This right here is a ground for us to grow into that next level. You go in there regardless of the fact. So it'll be an imperative to already be across that line, or balancing that whole yin yang circumference of energy, good and bad, being in the middle, being samadhi, being samadhi, being in the middle, holding the balance of everything, having the understanding of how things work. So when you come in, you are balanced on your next go round. So you could come back as a lower deity or a higher one. It's your choice. You already know the vibes. It's NAGA.